Observing myself as a critical reader. This class has focused on the reader response theory. By doing reader response theory for the short stories I have read, I have become a stronger critical reader. The reader response theory focuses the attention on the author or the content and form of the work. While reading the short story Hills Like White Elephants by Ernest Hemingway, I really started to actively read and ask questions about the text. By using this theory, I started to ask myself, what do I think about what I'm reading and why? Is this enjoyable? Was I disappointed or fulfilled by what I'm reading? The reader response theory considers a reader's reaction to literature is important to interpreting the meaning of this text. Something I've observed about myself as a critical reader is how rereading a story actually helps me understand what I am reading. While rereading a story for the second or third time, I will highlight and underline important parts that I may have missed. Rereading is the reading strategy that works best for me. Understanding rhetorical devices is another reading strategy that has helped me. The author will use rhetorical devices to help the reader visualize and feel the emotions of the story. During the semester, we used many digital tools. Some of the digital tools we used were online reflective journals, Google Docs, and online blogging. Online blogging was my favorite digital tool I used this semester. I enjoyed blogging because I could voice my personal opinion about the story I was reading. Blogging was a fun way to review what I was reading. The beginning of the course was very challenging for me. I was a very weak reader and did not enjoy reading short stories and poems. The more I learned about rhetorical devices and reader response theory, the less challenges I faced. Reading and understand poetry has always been a challenge for me. And while reading the war poems, I have A Rendezvous with Death by Alan Seeger and Young Men by Kurt Bennett, I had trouble understanding the author's message. Reading poetry has always been a challenge for me to understand, but the more I learned and applied the reader response theory, I started to understand more. A connection I made while taking this course was to my freshman seminar, Literature Media 9/11. In my freshman seminar class, we were asked to critically read the novel Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. I used the reading strategies I learned from this class to understand the novel. All of the reading strategies I learned over the semester have helped me overcome the challenges I faced. My most memorable experience this semester was when author James Benn came to visit and talk to our class. He talked about his experiences on writing and traveling around the world. Mr. Benn's story inspired me to go out and try new things in the world and enjoy life. I had my aha moment when we started doing our free reading Tuesdays. Having time to sit down and read a book of our choice reminded me of how much I loved to read and enjoyed having time to myself.